Hello guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we shall going to tackle a very interesting SQL interview question concerning the difference between where clause and having clause in SQL. So basically, where clause and having clause, these are the function in SQL used to filter data. So let's just get straight to the point. So let's say, for example, you've been asked to find the employees whose salary is 100,000. So for that case, we'll have to filter. We'll have to use a filter function so that we can only filter the salary greater than 100,000. So for that case, you can just write select star from this is an employee table where salary greater than 100,000. Yeah, so in where clause is normally check each and every individual row. So for example, in it will start with the first row. It will check if the salary is greater than 100,000. So for example, this one, the salary is not greater than 100,000. Therefore, it will ignore this one, and then it will go to the next row and check if the salary is greater than 100,000. So for this case, the salary is greater than 100,000. Therefore, this will appear in our final output, and then it will also go to the third row, and then it will also check whether it has met this condition, whether the salary is greater than 100,000. So it will proceed to each and every individual row and check whether it meets this particular condition. So for this, we can say, so as you can see, these are the only employees earning more than 100,000. So that's the where clause. Now let's go to having. So suppose you've been instructed to give, you've been told to find the department whose average salary is greater than 1 or 2. So we want to find department whose average salary is greater than 1 or 2. So for that case, we normally have to use we normally need to find the average salary of each department, and then we filter after doing the aggregation. So for that case, let's first of all find the average salary in each department. Therefore, we're going to write select and then department ID, and then average average salary. Yeah, so this one can call it average salary. Let's just call it sal, and then from our table, which is employees, let's just copy it. So we can group by department ID. So we can copy this one, and then we run this. So if you run this one will give us the average salary in each department. But our question is asking to find only the department whose average salary is greater than 1 or 2,000. So we can let's remove this number of decimal. We can just remove by adding around. Let's say we don't want any decimal here. Yeah, so we have the department and their respective average salary. This time round, they do not have the long decimals. We've reduced them. So our question is, we are only interested with the department that is having average salary greater than 1 or 2. So for that case, we'll have to use a filter. And this filter is what we call having. The filter that will come after doing the aggregation. So in that case, we're going to use having this average salary as average salary greater than 1 or 2,000. So if you run this will give us the department whose average salary is greater than 1 or 2. And then so for example, if there's some instances that you'll have to use both of these two functions, that is the where clause and the having clause. So let's say you've been asked first of all to find employees whose salary is greater than 10,000. So let's run this. So we're finding employee whose salary is greater than 10,000. And then after that, we find the average of those employees, and then we filter the average greater than 1 or 2. So first, we'll have to filter the employee earning greater than 100,000. So we want to write select second star from employee. Yeah, this is the so we are finding the employees whose salary whose salary is greater than 100,000. Yeah, so this one will only filter the employee having salary greater than 100,000. And out of this now we can do the average, and then we only get the department whose salary is greater than, let's say, 1 or 2. So for this case we can write department, because we are finding the department whose salary is greater than 1 or 2 out of these employees earning greater than 100,000. Department ID, and then we have the average salary. So let's just copy this. As AVG. So we'll have to group by department ID, department group by
Vâng, trong là cậu làm gì rồi?
department ID, and then we so if we run this, so this one will give us the average salary, the average salary of the average salary of each department for the employees earning more than 100,000. But we want to, let's say, if you want to filter this the department, let's say, whose average salary is less than one, is, let's say, less than 120,000. So for that case we'll have to use the having the salary greater than 120,000. 1, 2, 3. So basically having clause, basically where clause is applied to each individual row, where clause is applied to each individual rows, while having clause it is applied to aggregated value. And also where clause comes before group by, and having clause comes after group by. So those are generally the main difference between the having clause and the where clause.